Oh, it was recording. Huh. Oh well. Then put it in reverse, your backup camera. There was my gauges. And then you got your home link up here you can hit. So like say right here, even if you hit this one here, if you hit it, that's your custom setting, which it brings you into that. And then if you can go, if you want to go into your track modes, you go there, preferred pages, you go into there. And then you could get your little footprint right here. You can customize all these pages, so it's a pretty trick. So if I wanted to use my paddle shifters, I could just go like this, do this, or hit this, or just hit this, and then bypass. I can just shove it right over here. So that gives me those pages. Oil, air intake, back, go home. That gives horsepower, current speed, current gear, poundage, timers. Gives you all the timers. Gauges, like I was just on that G-force, gives you G-force gauge. Engine, tells you all right here your torque, your oil pressure, gear, pounds of oil, temperature, dyno, built-in dyno on this one too. I got the black key fob with me, so that cuts her down about 500 horse. You put the other one, this is going to change, because they'll go 500 easy with the black card on it, and when they're normally supposed to get down about 400 or something. But I'm telling you secrets again, I shouldn't be telling you. Okay, so then go into nav. I already did that. Phone, easy, everything's right there. Climate. I really like the radio setup. And then I can go here and hit this, and then hit that over into the radio. But if I go into the climate and turn that baby on, you can see all that. I can do backup. They can do it from the rear. Controls, I already did that off, so I need to turn that on auto. This is so much clearer than the old ones, and sync it, for temperature. And then you can say set temperatures to such and such. But again, if I wanted to hit this thing, like if I put this back over here, it shifts it. You can change all those functions, but when you hit it, you can just, and it just almost makes you black out. That was 40 miles an hour. Just boom, and I released it. Shouldn't be telling you that either. And then you can go over and shift through these. I already did that. Then you can go back down into here. G-forces. There's your timers. There's your lap history. 110. Whoop, shouldn't show you that. Recent. Whoop. And, it's quick. Then we're going to kick out of that, and we're going to go back into automatic. Then we'll go back over here into these gauges. Reaction time, brakes, quarter mile, 8 mile, 100, 0 to 100, 0 to 60, braking distance. Then I'm back into the G-forces, and then this is your last one. I did 1.12 just a second ago, and that was just quarter throttle. I wasn't even hammering this thing. Very nice. Notice how quiet it is when you got it on auto. It kind of smoothens up your suspension. You can go to drive mode and then just hit race options. Yeah, you don't want that. Go back. Drive modes. See, it puts everything into street. Then you go to medium here. And again, I'm just testing the camera out right now to see what it sees, if it looks where I'm looking. Nice car. I really like this one. This is one of my favorites. It was a hard choice for me, though. I had the 4x4 5.7 Hemi in the Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. That sucker would go anywhere. It had the Quattro track, so I've kind of missed that because you can't take this thing out in I took it out when it snowed real hard here in March and went up the bigger hills to see if it would do it just on this 4-wheel auto, and it did. Because on my other one, I typically just left it on auto anyway. Unless I was in gravel, then I'd put it in rock crawling mode. But you gotta remember, like I say, this thing's so quiet in here, you can't hear anything. If you close that roof up there, and I don't get that, you can hear it when you hammer it, but you don't get that big rumble all the time. I didn't want that because I was going to use this for a vacation rig. But I tell you, if you want to pass somebody, like right now, I'm in automatic, just auto, so I'm only pushing. Well, now I'm pushing probably with that, well, probably 400 in this one. Now, I think it was 400. It's 500 in sport now. If I leave it in there, but boy, if I put it in track, you better hold on. But I kept it simple so nobody really knew what it was. They just think it's an SRT. But like, say if I wanted, like right here, I'll just show you. Not even a quarter throttle. Look what happens. That's barely quarter.
35 miles per hour.
And, I mean, it's just going. I think the last time I had it out, it was like that 60-foot mark was like 1.2 or 1.4 seconds. That's quick. But again, nice laid out. Just very comfortable. Good seats. I like the wraparounds. And hope this video turns out. It looks like it's still recording. But I don't know what I'm recording and what it's looking at right now. It could be looking at the ceiling the whole time. I don't know. I'll just play around with this. Let's go to backup cam, see if there's a car back there. Yeah. Then my apps. Assistant. And then you got these dim, those dim. I'm waiting for it to load up. Wi-Fi. Uconnect Guardian. That's if you get in a wreck, they can find where the car is. Or if you can't talk, they'll send the ambulance right away. A vehicle care, roadside assist. You can hit that. So they thought of it a lot on this rig. And like I say, if you want to get power, you put it to track mode and watch out, or go down to where I preset this one. But you notice when I took off, like if this wasn't a track, it would have spun the tires out. I would have been going sideways. And I still can't, God dang, I can't remember the brakes. I almost had it again. Must be getting old. Yeah. Well, anyway, so if this works out, this is what I'll be using for my Marina boats. I'll be using on my videos for YouTube. So far I hooked it up and it looks like it's gonna, like the format's gonna work pretty good, but the only thing that worries me is, and then you can put it on your phone too, so you can kind of actually see where the camera's looking, because right now I don't know if I'm looking up what I'm getting. It's the only problem. If I look down, probably, but if I'm kind of have my head cocked, I don't know. But we'll see. But if you know right here, if I'm in auto, it's a lot smoother. What you do is you change your suspension, you get firmer in sport and track. Boy, it's like a NASCAR. It just sucks it down and it's rigid. Firms up your steering wheel, shifting patterns. Makes them quicker. But sometimes I find just the auto seems like, if you just like you're cruising like at this speed, when you hit it, it goes. Like, see? I mean,
it's 25 miles per hour.
Yeah, more new. Okay. But the other one, if you miss that shift hammer, you can always, like I say, shift over here and then go manual. See, 4th gear. Then I can actually go over here to like gauges again. Just hit this button, go to preference. And then go into home. And then that'll tell me what gear I am. There's 3rd gear. There's 2nd gear, horsepower, current speed. then like I say, if you go into this one, that's track on the transmission, which is a shift. There, you can feel it. You got the shift.
The speed limit
Wow.
is 30 miles per hour.
This thing goes, baby. So I'm gonna get off of this, and I'm gonna go back to auto. I'm gonna switch to sport, which will say sport on the dash, just because we got some curves coming up, and we're just idling at 30. See, no horsepower. 4th gear, and then I can go into here, and it's gonna automatically shift. But if I want to do a compression down the hill without using my brakes, I just bring that back, watch my tach. So about 2,000. I don't have my foot on the brake. Big wheel, heated, nice. This is thick. Makes a difference when you get in here. It feels like you got a real shifter and a nice steering wheel. Automatic, you got electric trim or tilt and electric telescope. Oh, things got basically everything. So there's your in 4th gear. If I want to lope, I can shift it. See how I can just lope up here. I can put it in 6th gear under 50, and it just walks up this hill. And I'm only 15 horse, 75 pounds of torque. Let's see here at the dead start. If I put it in now auto, I would have been okay. But this is in manual shift now. See, I didn't even hit it, but you can see how it goes up to about 3,000 before once it shifts. And then if I go to auto, you'll see it's probably going to shift quicker to save on fuel. You see we're at 1,500. So anyway, I don't know how many minutes I got on here, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try this out too. I'm going to go to part 3.